number 3, and Palestine used to have names for taking off the doors. And I was panicky. I was afraid that they were taken out of the stud. When I was asking around, nobody knew anything. So when I go to the stud, I'm going to go down to the stallion paddock just to have a look around and see if they're still there. I'm a bit worried that they're gone, so I'm a bit panicky now. I'm hoping that they're still there. I'm hoping that they're still there. I've seen this temple now, because I know those horses a very long time now, and 9 years this year. They were here at the beginning of the year. When they were here at the beginning of the year, when they were still here at the beginning of the year. They were here the last week. They were down from last week or 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? And they were in the opposite. They're in the paddock opposite each other, weren't they? Paddock opposite each other, and had their names on their fences. They're opposite each other. They're in their own. One of them is in the paddock that used to belong to Warpath. The other one was in the paddock that was opposite that used to be owned by I think it was Equiano or something like that. I think it was Equiano or Zachariah. I can't remember. One of the paddock. And so they were there 2 weeks ago. They were down there about 2 weeks ago. They're still there. So they were chatting about 2 weeks ago down in the paddock. So they were still there 2 weeks ago. They had their names on their fences. So, and then Sunday yesterday we see Arizona Blaze and Chilibin Ring and number 2, number 3. And the last time we saw Arizona Blaze, Chilibin Ring, they were number 4 and number 5. So they've been moved up to the far end with me 2, number 3. So it was a bit of a shocker. And I love a chat yesterday with Arizona Blaze. He's the only one that said hello to me yesterday. That's the way. He's the only one that said hello to me yesterday with Arizona Blaze. And I got some photographs with him as well. And Geraldine was with us yesterday, Lean's mum. And so I'm going to ask around. I'm going to see if I can find somebody or just go down. Or let's go down myself to the paddock before we go down to the Suncherry yard. I'm going to stay around the Suncherry yard today because I'm in my good clothes. So I don't want to get my clothes dirty today. So I'm going to stay around and see if there's any new foals or new mares and Suncherry yard. And then I go down to the paddock. So to go down the Stallion Palace. I think there's a few new mares arrived. I think a few extra mares arrived. So I may see if there's a mare in that in the woodchip field. So still out there in the woodchip field and see if there's any new foals for. I'm going to stay around there because I don't get my clothes dirty because it's very dirty and mucky down the Kildare yard area. So I'm going to stay down there. So I'm going to stay down the Kildare yard, or the Suncherry yard area today, because I won't get my clothes dirty down there. I won't get my clothes dirty down the Suncherry yard because it's very mucky and down there, the Kildare yard area is very mucky, and I don't get my clothes dirty. I'm wearing a long dress as well. I'm wearing my good big coat, so I'd be more safer than the Suncherry yard. It's not so mucky there, and less chance to get my clothes dirty up there. And see if there's any new foals born, and see if there's any new mares, in the woodchip field. And I go down and check, investigate down the Stallion Paddock to see if the Palestine is down there and use the for now. And then we go to lunch then after that, and then go down to sail out to Invincible, and then after the sun we're going to Green Isle Hotel. And we may do a toast for our anniversary, and hopefully Elaine will be there as well. At this sender text, she hasn't got back to me yet, so I don't know if she's there or not, whatever. If she's not there, we still will do a toast anyway, because we're 9 years today, so we might as well do a toast anyway. You can get a non-alcoholic drink for Elaine. You get a non-alcoholic.
And driving.
What?
And driving.
A non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
You get non-alcoholic beer. You can get beer no alcohol in it. You haven't heard of non-alcoholic beers, haven't you? What? You have heard of non-alcoholic beers. Yeah, I finally can.
I don't want one. Maybe I just have a glass of 7 Up.
The beers